Hi, my name is Sadi Bin Ali, and here at TGN Media, I am your number one host. Today, and on this segment, there is yet another scandalous release by the North Tongue MP, Honorable Sam Okujeto Ablakwa. In this release, the Honorable MP seeks to inform that he had intercepted a letter signed by Dr. Kweku Ofosu Asare, the executive chair of the LOC, a committee that is organized to raise funds for the government of Ghana vis-a-vis His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo for the expenses during the All-African Games, which will be hosted here in Ghana between the period of 5th March to 23rd March 2024. So, according to the document in his possession, he seeks to explain that amount of $48 million is budgeted, for operational expenses during the All-African Games that is to be hosted here in Ghana. An amount of $48 million. $48 million is to be spent as operational expenses during the All-African Games, the 13th All-African Games here in Ghana. He further broke down the expenses by giving us an equivalent conversion of that amount in Ghana cedis, and which was 602 million Ghana cedis. Further explained that within 6 days during the competition or during the games, an amount of 200 million Ghana cedis will be spent every 6 days, and within a day an amount of 33 million Ghana cedis will be spent on operational costs, operational expenses. He further explained that this committee has been tasked to put together agencies and to aid in the raising of this fund for the expenses. And this was actually led by His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo by calling these agencies, these government and private agencies, into the Flagstaff House, sits them round the table, and they made them understand that this is his plan and that he wishes to raise an amount of $48 million for the All-African Games. And the support ranges from platinum, silver, gold, bronze, with different amounts allocated to such labels. So depending on how or your strength of support, you go in for whichever one you think you want. But then I have a question. Few years back, the La General Hospital was collapsed, and this country was seeking an amount of 50 million euros, an equivalent of 608 million Ghana cedis, to reconstruct the hospital that was brought down, that was teared to the ground by this same government. And since 2020 till date, this government have not for once thought of raising funds from these same agencies to rebuild the hospital. It tells you the level of importance the leader of this country placed on the lives of its citizens and persons living within that enclave where the hospital was formally established. Again, few months back, the RENA unit of Kolebu needed an amount of 400 million Ghana cedis to stay operational. This government again said that they do not have money, and therefore the RENA unit was shut down for a period, and out of that 19 persons died. 19 patients with renal issues had to die. Again, it tells you the level of importance this government, this Akufo-Addo Bawumia-led government, placed on the lives of its citizens here in Ghana for an all-African Games fanfare, a jamboree. This government deems that as a higher priority, and therefore he would have to organize agencies round the table and then raise funds of $48 million as operational expenses for an all-African Games. But when it comes to the lives of its citizens, this government sees no importance of bringing together these same agencies to raise funds and to rebuild the La General Hospital and to resource the Kolebu renal unit so that these two entities shall stay operational and save lives in the country. The priorities of the Nana Addo Dankwa-led government is heartbreaking. How is it that we had so much belief, so much trust in the leadership of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, but today we carry our hands on our heads in woe because this government has failed us to the core, failed us. A bankrupt country which is today at the IMF seeking for a bailout is planning on raising an amount of 48 million Ghana cedis. Sorry, 48 million US dollars for an all-African Games, but sees no importance in raising same or doing same to save lives of its own citizens. Indeed, Oman yi say ebeye year efri yenara. Personally, I'm so heartbroken at the priorities and at the behavior of this Akufo-Addo-led government. And I hope that something drastic shall happen in the shortest possible time to actually change the narratives. Because from where we sit and from what we see, this doesn't speak well of our country Ghana in the international front. We can raise funds for a play, but we can never raise funds to save the heart of the nation. This is where we draw the curtains for today's segment. And like always, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because we shall be here to always serve you nothing but the best and freshest news anytime it drops hot. And until then, Stay safe and keep surviving. Omai se ebeye yia ifri yenara. Thank you and bye-bye.